Fight week is here and UFC 324 is this Saturday, so it's time to make my predictions for the main card. Finally, the UFC is back after a prolonged break, and honestly, it's so good to have it back. I'm really looking forward to this card, and I'll also have a video out later this week talking about the break and whether the UFC should do this more often, kind of like an off-season. So if that sounds interesting to you, make sure you subscribe and keep an eye out for that video. Right, let's get into the predictions. We'll start at the top. In the main event, we've got Justin Gaethje versus Paddy Pimblett for the interim lightweight title. And yes, I know a lot of people are annoyed that Paddy is fighting for gold. Does he deserve it? Absolutely not. He's jumped up the rankings without fighting any real contenders. But is anyone actually surprised by all of this? The UFC has never cared about who deserves a title shot. They care about stars. They push big names, and they always have. Let's not forget, Islam Makhachev got a title shot after fighting Bobby Green at catchweight. If it wasn't for Islam's connections to Khabib, he probably wouldn't have got a title shot as quickly as he has. And no matter what you think about Paddy, he's a massive star with a huge fan base behind him, and the UFC will always back that over anything else because stars sell pay-per-views and put bums on seats. Right, that's enough crying about Paddy. Let's get into the actual fight. First things first though, the tale of the tape says Justin is taller than Paddy. What a load of shit. From the limited interactions we've seen, Paddy looks like the bigger bloke to me. Combat sports measurements are about as reliable as me measuring my own knob.
He's touched my leg, he touched my winky. He just touched my dick. It's on the side, I got a 9-inch check.
And as much as my wife tries to tell me otherwise, size does matter. Paddy is going to have a size advantage here, and he's looking pretty jacked coming into fight week, and that size advantage could play a significant role. Paddy's striking defense has always been a little bit sketchy. Chin high, hands low, and he does get clipped quite often, but if he's smart, he can use that size advantage and fight from range. If he keeps this at kicking distance, chops the calf, slows Justin down, and lets fatigue set in, it could be a rough night for Gaethje. That said, Justin Gaethje is still one of the most violent strikers in MMA. He lands a lot of strikes, but he absorbs just as many coming in. That tells you everything you need to know about this fight. He's here for a scrap. His leg kicks are brutal. His left hook is filthy. And if this stays as a kickboxing match for too long and Paddy makes a mistake, he's in serious trouble. But I don't think Paddy is going to get drawn into a firefight. Surely the plan has to be get this to the ground and hunt for the submission. Justin isn't a pushover when it comes to grappling though. He does have a wrestling base. He's a D1 All-American, whatever the f that means. The issue is though, he refuses to use it offensively. Instead, he scrambles like a madman to get back to his feet, and that's where things can get very dangerous for him. If the grappling exchanges happen, Paddy is going to be hunting for the neck. Gaethje's habit of explosive scrambles gives Paddy the opportunity for back takes, guillotines, and rear naked chokes. When that opening presents itself, and it likely will, Paddy is going to take it, and that's why I'm picking Paddy Pimblett by submission. Then in the recently promoted co-main event, we've got Sean O'Malley versus Song Yadong. This could be a fun back and forth kickboxing match, and I can't imagine either guy wanting to grapple much here. Song Yadong is strong, explosive, hits like a truck, and wants to be right in your face, and Sean O'Malley absolutely does not want that at all, but he also hits hard as hell, and Sean is taller, longer, and far more technical. His range management is top tier. He picks people apart from the outside, racks up points, and rarely puts himself in stupid positions. He doesn't need to rush, and over 3 rounds, that's going to matter a lot. Song Yadong will have moments, he always does, but unless he consistently puts Sean on the back foot, he's going to be eating jabs, kicks, and counters all night. So I have to go Sean O'Malley winning this one by decision. And now we move on to the big boys, Waldo Cortes-Acosta versus Derrick Lewis. Heavyweight MMA is nearly impossible to predict. It's the division where logic goes to die. On paper, Waldo should win this fight. He's younger, more active, throws more volume, and that should win him rounds. But Derrick Lewis doesn't give a single fuck what's on paper. He's ended more hype trains than TFL. He comes crashing through like a wrecking ball, and over 15 minutes, it's a long time to duck and dodge.
If you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball. What?
One punch and it could all be over, and this is honestly a complete stab in the dark, but I'm picking Derrick Lewis by KO. He's going to look knackered after the first round, hands down, flat-footed as usual, and then he's going to land something absolutely filthy and flatten Waldo, though who really fucking knows? With a fight like this, anything can happen. Then for a change of pace, we've got Natália Silva versus Rose Namajunas. This one has to be a #1 contender fight, surely, right? I don't see anyone else who is going to be in the conversation after this. Whoever gets the win here gets the title shot. That said, I'm not very confident in picking a winner for this fight at all. Silva is fast, aggressive, and has beaten some good names, dusting off former champions like Alexa Grasso and Jessica Andrade. I've always thought since Rose moved up to flyweight though, she's looked a little undersized for this division, but that might not come into play so much here, as she's actually bigger than Silva. More importantly, she's far more well-rounded. Her movement is cleaner, her timing is better, and she's been using her wrestling far more effectively as of late. And I think Rose plays this smart. She doesn't force exchanges, mixes in the takedowns, controls the pace, and she can edge out a decision. But honestly, this could go either way. Then finally, opening up the main card, we've got Arnold Allen versus Jean Silva. I absolutely love this fight. Two autistic fucks just going at it. Jean Silva is complete chaos. He's dangerous early, super aggressive, and hunts for the finish. But all of his best works comes early. And the big question is, when he's fighting someone like Allen and that finish doesn't come, is he going to be dynamic enough to find the win? Arnold Allen is calm, he's technical, and he's disciplined. He's got solid footwork, solid defense, and proven cardio management. I know Allen is coming in this as an underdog, but if he survives the early storm, I think he's got this in the bag. He'll rack up points while Silva just throws wildly. So I'm going Arnold Allen by decision, and then he'll become the king of the autistics. So those are my main picks for the main card. Paddy Pimblett by 3rd round submission, Sean O'Malley by decision, Derrick Lewis by 2nd round KO, Rose Namajunas and Arnold Allen by decision. I've not exactly picked exciting finishes, but I think we're in for a really fun card, and there's some great matchups on the prelims, and some of those really should be on the main card. But let me know if you agree with my picks, and if not, tell me who you're backing instead. Thank you for watching. If you can like, comment and subscribe, it really does help the channel.